What's up, G-Show Land, and welcome to another episode of the G-Show Podcast. I am G1, and this is the Geek Out. And yes, we have a very, very fun time. Listen, no technical difficulties this week. None whatsoever, okay? But I want to, again, shout out the co-host and the cohorts for keeping me alive while I got back. But we got a great episode today, ladies and gentlemen. We've got JR talking about the freaking tri-area state, whatever it was called. Yeah, we'll get to it. But first, let's introduce to the cohorts. I can't even talk. Starting with, from the great state of the tri-state, that's a thing, ladies and gentlemen. My brother Shinrab Jira, a.k.a. Robbie Butterfuko over there.
Robbie Butterfuko over here with a sticky fucking beer that I got for free on Friday. Hello.
Salud. Next, you just heard me talk about it. We got JR making his comeback after a tour on the con circuit. What's up, brother? I miss you.
Oh, man, it's good to be back. Listen, we're all family, and you know what? I'm drinking a Corona to that.
Also joining us, my sib from another crib, Gam Z1, who came in just in the nick of time.
Just in the nick of time, absolutely. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen?
Good to see you. And truly last, but definitely not least, but absolutely late, we've got John Hammond's Pyramid, what? J73, a.k.a. Megsy, a.k.a. my brother Chase, who has been killing it week in and week out with his screen names. What's up, brother?
It's John Hammond's Pyramid Scheme.
Dude, I was just about to say, it's a John Hammond's Pyramid Scheme. That would be fucking great.
Oh, my God. You just won $25,000 on the pyramid. Let's sing the song. Sorry. Well, I'm glad everybody's here. Seriously, it's been a long week. I ate something that's kind of eating me back, so I'm going to take a sip of this nice cold beer, see if it kills it, and if it doesn't, I got 15 Uncle Keith Stones to down. I'm getting my hillbilly on today, my redneck on today. That's not a slur, people. Jesus.
It's not. My neck's really red.
But let's start with the first line of business, and that is JR taking over the show, because last week, this is where JR was. Sick. JR and Linda Miller at Tri-Cities Powerhouse Comic Con. This motherfucker did all sorts of weird things to me over the weekend. And yeah, JR, talk to me.
So, it wasn't a far drive, 4 hours, got there, and my boy who runs it, Dave, he looks at me, and we were trying to get the hotel stuff figured out, and he was like, hey, look, I'll pay for you, because I was just supposed to do an overnight. One panel, that was Linda Miller. I wouldn't be there Sunday. And he's like, I'll cover your hotel, and you could stay both days, and then I'll get you another panel Sunday. It'll be a Godzilla one. You'll be up there solo. It'll be great. I'm like, all right, what's the catch? He's like, you got to help out Linda Miller all weekend with all of her sales. And I was like, so let me get this fucking straight. You want me to hang out with someone from the Godzilla franchise, the King Kong franchise, and me personally, I had a crush on her growing up, and is an idol of mine? Yeah, I'll fucking do it. So, and let me tell you something right out the gate. Linda Miller is one of the most humble, generous, nicest people I have had the pleasure of spending 16 hours with. She is just a nice person. And that's not even the Godzilla fan in me. The Godzilla fan in me was geeking out the whole time. There was both days I would ask her random questions about different things involving the Godzilla series. And she would answer them and stuff. But just to be able and have genuine conversations with her, she's an open book. And, you know, Saturday, I was all like, oh my God, oh, it's Linda Miller. I was like kind of shut off a little bit, you know, nervous. But Sunday, I opened up and, well, everyone got to see how funny I was, especially when I did my Godzilla panel. Highlight of the fucking con.
Talk about that real quick. You got to do a Godzilla panel by yourself?
Yeah, so I was nervous. The panel was starting. Excuse me. 1 minute till. I was like, oh my God, no one's in here. I start talking. 30 people pile in. Every chair taken. And I had audience members come up and we would just talk their favorite Godzilla movies, their favorite Godzilla moments, and just talking with the audience and the crowd, getting their perspective on different things. Dude, it was a blast. I had so much fun, and I had the audience laughing so much so that there was another special guest, Mark something. He's from Trick or Treat and that show with Michael J. Fox back in the day.
Family Ties?
He's a stand-up comedian. He came in and sat and watched for, it was like a 45-minute panel solid. He sat there for 20 minutes, pulled me aside afterwards and was like, was that your first time doing a show like that by yourself? And I was like, yeah, in person. Usually I do like, you know, live streaming stuff, but yeah, by myself, absolutely. He's like, you're fucking good. He's like, you had the audience by the balls, dude. You had them laughing. There wasn't a fucking second where anyone seemed disinterested. You're good. Keep fucking doing this shit. He's like, genuinely, I think you got a fucking career in this. So I was like, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Mr. Guy who I've never seen in any movie ever, but thank you. I appreciate it. Dude was fucking great. Sorry. Just got done running a mile at work. It was fucking hideous. And I have asthma. Anyways, I digress. That's one. One thing that I did do, because Tom Cook was there, he's famously known for doing the animation for the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, including Godzilla the Animated Series, and then, of course, Linda Miller. So, in the panel, I was telling people, go visit their booths. After it ended, Linda and the wifey were at the table, because I was still, like, doing, you know, talking to the audience and stuff afterwards. Flooded. Tom Cook flooded. He sold out of all of his Godzilla prints. Everyone flooded them. And it was fucking awesome. Like, when I got back to the table, they were still trying to deal with the lines. And Linda and the wifey were like, JR, please help us take pictures. I was like, yeah, sorry. But it went good. A lot of Godzilla fans turned out, and that was great. The panel I did with Linda Miller on Saturday went extremely well. The full recording is up on YouTube on my channel if you want to check it out. I recommend it. There's some great moments in it, genuine things where talking to her afterwards, she's like, I just want you to know, like, that question you asked me has never been asked before. And, like, I was genuinely honest in that, like, how she thought of certain things in King Kong Escapes, like, how she thought the suit looked. Like, she's like, it looks silly, honestly. Like, she never talked about this stuff. And it was great. But the insight I got from her off the panel, too, with her dealings with Ishiro Honda and, oh my God, I always forget his name. The guy, her co-star, he was in Godzilla 1954. Takarada. And then, yeah, just her experience working with them. It's of course in the panel, but a lot more behind the scenes stuff, just talking to her about that. And like, her and Takarada were actually friends. She lived in Tokyo for quite a long time. But she was friends with Takarada, and she kept in close contact with Ishiro Honda. So much so, there were talks about bringing her back for another movie. It just never really panned out, which I think would have been awesome. But yeah, just a lot of stuff with that, Toho's mindset at the time. And funny enough, and you'll see it in the interview, and I'll definitely say it here, she didn't meet Nakajima until 2006 at a con, just by chance. She never actually interacted with him on set, because the actors would be on one soundstage, and then all the suit actors and miniatures would be on another soundstage. She popped in every now and then to like check out all the destruction and stuff, but never actually got to interact with him, which I thought was incredibly strange considering she's King Kong's love interest. So you would think in the back of your mind, it's like, oh, well, of course Nakajima and Linda Miller knew each other. No, it was crazy to think about. But yeah, I could keep rambling about that. It was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. I loved every second of it. Obviously, like, we're gonna keep in contact. Let's just say that, because there was a lot of stuff there. She loved the wifey loved her, I loved her, and it's all here in the picture. By the way, this was the third picture because the first one I was the only one with the thumbs up. And Linda Miller looked at me and she's like, why are you being so weird right now? And Nana was like, because JR's weird. And Linda's like, oh, I know he's weird. I've sat next to him for 2 days. But you have to be weird right now. I'm like, and my thing was, and I said, I was like, what? I get to sit next to 2 beautiful women for 2 days. You can't expect me not to have a thumbs up and a smile at that. And of course, they all put their thumbs up for the next picture. But
you sly dog.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, she had a stack of King Kong Escapes Blu-rays, sold out every single one of them. Same with the Green Slime. It's another not Toho production, Toei. I think it was them. She's like a quick cameo in that movie. All of those sold out with autographs, of course. It was just a lot of fun. I had a genuine good time. And honestly, I fucking in a time in my life where things have been so down, this was a fucking experience for me. It was a complete and utter fucking blast. And that's just Linda Miller. There was so much at the con. Talking to Tom Cook was a fucking blast. Talking about his favorite animation he did for Hanna-Barbera. That was great. His time working on Scooby-Doo. It was great. I can't remember her name. It was Christina something. She was a little kid in Ghost Stories. That anime where it's raunchy and absurd. I highly recommend everyone watch Ghost Stories. She was next to us, and like Sunday, I kept like bullying her because her character's bullied at the show. People would like come over and I'd be like, she gets bullied in the anime, and she's like, I do not get bullied, JR. It was a fucking blast. Tri-Cities Powerhouse Comic-Con is the last con I will be doing this year, but we're coming back next year with Gem State Comic-Con in Boise, and I'm trying to get Linda Miller back, but let's just say I'll give a little tease of a possible 7th con, and it'll be a second con that'll be happening in Boise, and my boy and me, we're still talking about it. There's 3 of us that are trying to get this off the ground, and my boy runs the cons. We are in the talks of doing I wouldn't call it a G-Fest, but Pacific Northwest Kaiju Convention here in Boise that might be happening next year. And let me tell you something right now. We know who to call to get back there, and it'll be a fucking blast. I can't talk about it because it's not completely set in stone, but it's something that we've been heavily discussing next year. We are trying to get something like G-Fest going in the Pacific Northwest, and it'll be here in Boise, Idaho. So anyone that's interested, keep a lookout for that. And of course, I will be in contact with you fine gentlemen here, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to do a in-person recorded panel together G-Show. It's something I'm trying to get worked out. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, this was amazing. I recommend people go to Tri-City Powerhouse Comic-Con next year if you get a chance. Check out Gem State Comic-Con. I'll be there again next year. Seriously, it was a surreal experience. And let's just say someone here on the panel did get to talk to Linda Miller besides me.
Ooh, who was it?
Who was that?
Who?
You know who it was.
You?
It was at the top there, the guy who hosts.
And listen, ladies and gentlemen, JR done embarrassed the ever-loving crap out of me on Sunday afternoon. I just came off of a podcast with Brother Chase where we talked about the first 2 episodes of Alien Earth. Alien Earth episode 3 is pretty fucking good. And yeah, he was like, don't hang up. I'm going to put you on with Linda Miller. I said, no, the fuck ain't. I ain't ready for this shit. And then he puts the phone down, and then you got to see me. I'm like, I'm trying to clean up my room. You can't even see nothing. I put the freaking camera all the way up towards the ceiling. It was embarrassing. I geeked the fuck out. I grabbed my Mechani-Kong. And I shit you not. Well, now it fell, but I have King Kong Escapes right next to me. It sits with Godzilla the Animated Series because I bought them and I just stuck them on the side of my desk. And I'm over here like with a big ass cheese grin, showing her my fucking toy and my Blu-ray. And she just got this big old smile and she said, that's cute. And I'm like, oh God, I'm falling. It was terrible. It was fucking terrible. I loved her. She was a fucking blast, honestly. She's such a sweetheart. Somebody, just on a favor to someone she just met that weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And takes, it was like 6-7 minutes just to talk. I asked her a couple of questions. She answered with no problems. And yeah, she was a definite sweetheart, man. Honestly, everything JR just said about her, like with him being with her, that you felt that. You kind of felt that. And honestly, that's something that goes a long way, man. And God bless this woman, man, and her convention circuit. She's still doing it. You know what? She kind of is an integral part of the Godzilla universe, if you think about it. I mean, the Toho verse.
Yeah.
If you think about it like this, right? Back in the Showa era, we only had like 3 Americans to be in Toho movies. Now, I'm not Raymond Burr aside, because he was at it. But I'm talking about being on set in actual productions. You had good God, Nick, what's his name?
Nick Adams.
Nick Adams, thank you. Nick Adams. You had my man that looked like David Hasselhoff's grandfather in War of the Gargantuous, and you got Linda Miller. The only 3. I unless I blinked and missed something in the show era, I think that's
She had an American co-star in the movie. I can't remember his name, but she was good friends with him as well. But he was
the love triangle with her, Akira Takarada's character, and that white dude.
Yeah, but no, and I agree with you. And something that her and me talked about behind the scenes, because it was sad to think about, but at the same time we were celebrating it. There's not a lot of people left from those old Showa era movies, and no one except Linda Miller right now that's currently doing cons. She's the only one now from the Showa era Godzilla series that's doing cons.
Technically, it's more of a love square if you count Kong.
That is true. Well, it is funny because people kept coming up to her, and she's like, I like to think King Kong was my first boyfriend.
God bless.
But it was great. But yeah, just if you think about it like that, that's why I'm really adamant. Like, people come and see her when you can get a chance to meet her, because there's not a lot of the Showa era Godzilla actors left, and she's the only one doing cons out of the ones that are still living. So if you get a chance, definitely go meet her. She's humble. She will sign your figure. She'll sign anything, and she will take a picture with you. It's great. It's awesome. And yeah, Sunday, when we had to say bye, she gave us both a big hug. So she's tiny. She's so short, by the way. She's like 5'1". She is so small. And I thought I was going to prank her, but she gave me a really strong hug and thanked me for everything. So it was like, oh my God.
I mean, she had to wrestle with Kong's palm, so.
Yeah, which she says was terribly uncomfortable and hurt really bad. Those palms, those hands and everything, she said they were the worst, especially Mechani-Kong, because it was made out of metal. She said it was so painful. So painful. And she's afraid of heights, and they would lift about 10 to 12 feet in the air. She hated it. She hated that stuff. But like she said, again, check out the panel that I did on my YouTube channel. Ishiro Honda was a fantastic director, very patient with her. And yeah, check it out. Seriously. Like, I think it's a great interview. It's a great panel. You get a lot of behind the scenes with the making of King Kong Escapes. And again, where Toho was at the time, how they were just cranking them out left and right. She was saying, it was like, yeah, Ishiro Honda, like it was not a long shoot because he had another movie to make, which turned out to be Destroy All Monsters the following year. So,
whoa,
Jeez.
that's crazy, unbelievable, man. Listen, seriously, I'm so fucking happy for you, bro, that you're doing this. You're on the convention circuit, and anybody out there that wants to book JR, you got to go through the G Show LLC. Okay, that's right. Here's proprietary of us. Yeah, and we charge 150% due to tariffs. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what you got to do. I mean, let's be honest here. Everyone's got to make that nut in this economy.
It's true.
And if you fuck with my nut,
Did.
Gotta make my nut.
Yeah, no, for real, dude. I'm fucking proud of you. And yes, you know what? You get that G Show. I'm just throwing that in there right now to pop off in Boise.
Yeah, like I said,
bro. Let me tell you something. You get that to pop off. I swear to God, I'm a fall out. Oh!
Segue.
What's in the name? What's in the game? Fallout New Vegas for season 2, baby! Now, the trailer dropped this week during Gamescom, which I found weird, but at the same time, okay. And this shit still looks like it's going to be as fun as the first season. I knew nothing about Fallout. Me and JR did this huge Freestyle Friday after the Fallout show ended. He broke down the lore. He broke down the games. We broke down the show. And now season 2 is upon us. It's, I think in December, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yep. December 17th. And yeah. So JR, I know you just talked a hell of a lot, but being the resident Fallout nerd, give me a quick 2-minute blurb on what you hit for 2 minutes or less blurb on what you think of this trailer.
Holy fucking shit. It's a prequel to New Vegas. I can't fucking wait. New Vegas is my favorite Fallout game. They're doing everything right. Dude, they have the Elvis Presley gang. They're in the trailer. There's a gang in New Vegas where they all dress up like Elvis Presley. Fucking great. I'm stoked for it. There was one thing that bothered me in the trailer, and it was the song choice, because there's no ink spots in New Vegas. It is Frank Sinatra and the guy who sings Big Iron on His Hip and stuff like that. I wonder if they'll do it for a trailer too, where they'll have Big Iron on His Hip playing, or the Frank Sinatra, How Lucky Can One Guy Be? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, sorry. I fucking love that song. But yeah, other than that, everything here I am down and ready for. Dude, it's Fallout fucking New Vegas. The best Fallout game of all time! Yes! I fucking
Again, are you familiar with the Fallout series?
Me? Absolutely, I am.
What do you think of this trailer?
Well, I didn't watch it. I told you I didn't watch much of like anything from Gamescom.
It's Fallout New Vegas, bro!
And I love Fallout New Vegas. I do. It's my favorite Fallout game outside of, I'm pretty sure it was Fallout 2 that I'm thinking of. It was one of the OG top-down games.
Yeah, 1 and 2 were, yeah.
But you know, I haven't watched season 1 of the Fallout show, so I've kind of fallen off. It's fine. I need to watch the show and I need to watch this trailer, and I'll get around to it.
Watch the show. It's a solid 4 out of 5. As a Fallout fan, 4 out of 5. Takes some liberties with the lore, but I see what they're doing leading into New Vegas and like remembering the game. It's like, okay, I know what you did with the Brotherhood of Steel now. I see why it was the way it was. Watch it.
All right. Okay.
Brother Chase, you familiar with the Fallout fandom or games?
I have such a love-hate relationship with Fallout.
Ooh. Well, was New Vegas one of those ones you hated, or did you like it?
I never played. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I played New Vegas for maybe 15 minutes, and then basically I really can't get into the Fallout games. I just think I get really bored with them. Skyrim's more my thing, but even Skyrim burns out. But Fallout, I just get kind of bored. I feel like they're just not my type of RPGs. But what I'll say is I fell in love with Fallout with the show. Like after I watched season 1 of Fallout about 2 years ago, I replayed Fallout 4. But then again, I got really, really burnt out so quick. But yeah, I did see the Fallout season 2 trailer.
What you think?
Looks fun. I loved the first season, like I just said. It looks fun and entertaining, and I'm glad to see Death Claws. And
Yes!
but no, I love the story they're trying to pave with this Fallout series, and it's entertaining. And Ella Purnell, she just looks gorgeous, and I really have fun
And there's even
following her story. And her brother. I can't remember his name, but we all know him from the Disney Channel and the stuff he's been in. Moyes, I think is his name, or I can't remember. But the brother that's in, that's in it. I'm excited to see his story continue. All of them, all of the characters. And Walton Goggins was good too. But yeah, I'm excited. But I'm just excited for Death Claws.
Yeah.
Rob,
Yeah.
your Fallout knowledge, and did you see the trailer?
I did see the trailer. The trailer looks fucking fantastic. It's everything I was hoping for after watching season 1 like 2 weeks ago. So that was great. I'm excited. I'm here for it. I've played Fallout 3, 4, New Vegas, the one that's not Fallout, but it's also kind of Fallout that's getting a sequel. It's dropping really soon. Outer Worlds, Lands, whatever.
Yeah, the Outer Worlds. Yeah, it's Obsidian. They did New Vegas.
And I can honestly say Fallout is a series that I can play for a week and then I just drop it. So
yeah, that's how I am. I get so burnt out.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just too much or if I'm just not like solidified into it, but I can never really last with a Fallout game or a Fallout type game. I don't know what it is. You know what it is? It's a skill issue. That's what it is. It's a huge fucking skill issue on my part. But Fallout Season 2, I mean, New Vegas is talked about like Ocarina of Time when it comes to video games. It's like, if you're going to play any Fallout, play New Vegas. It's cool to see that it's going to be represented in some way in Season 2. The trailer did everything a good trailer should do. And, dude, I'm here for it. Bring it on.
There's one. I never played a Fallout game, but there is one Fallout game I really want to play, and I think we all enjoy it, and that's the Fallout fishing game. That's right. It's on Game Pass.
For fucking 76. Don't do that.
Listen,
don't hurt yourself.
All you
They
do is
added fishing into Fallout 76.
They did. They did.
It's a standalone
Does
game.
it play like Skyrim's fishing?
Wait, what? There's a Skyrim fishing too?
Yeah.
Yeah. They added fishing to the Skyrim Anniversary Edition.
Well, since Bethesda doesn't change anything, it's the exact same carbon copy.
It all runs on the same engine. So
Yeah. You're thinking Todd Howard's going to be creative enough to make something different? Come on, Andrew.
hey, he really tried hard with that
Starfield.
space one. Yeah, Starfield. I couldn't even remember it. It's so forgettable. He tried, darn it.
What was it called?
Starfield ended up just being
Starfield.
hanging out in a laser tag lobby looking at the ceilings.
Yeah, Starfield was created by Bethesda, the people who picked up Fallout and do the Elder Scrolls games, and nobody likes Starfield.
I got stuck.
No, Starfield sucks.
4 hours, I think I lasted in that shit, and it's like, can I have a little bit of fucking... I don't care if I can pick up the fucking coffee mug 345 miles away. I don't give a fuck about that. God
Yeah,
damn.
I played
You
the
need
better
something
version.
fun to
It's
do.
called The Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played the best version. It's called No Man's Sky, especially the modern version.
I played the
Yeah.
better version. It's called Mass Effect 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's true.
I played the better version. It's Star Trek for DOS.
God damn. This bro just went
How did we
off.
forget about Halo? Halo is perfectly fine.
Yeah, but in Halo, you can't fuck hot alien mommies.
That is true.
Yes.
That is true.
Yes.
But you can totally fuck hot cybernetic AI mommies, you know. 'cause
Yeah, you think Master
you can't
Chief
tell me
deserves
that.
it?
You've been
I'm
caught
gonna tell you
to
this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. You'll live a happier life. Just because a woman's in your head, don't mean you're fucking them.
Ah! I was taking a sip of my ultra cheap, ultra
I mean,
Keystone.
I don't know if you guys have heard, but I mean, one of the most recent DLCs for Starfield includes a gun that you can't reload, and they still haven't fixed it.
Oh my god.
Welcome to a
it's like an
Bethesda
$8
game.
DLC for a gun, and it's a quest just to pick the gun up, and the gun doesn't reload.
I bet you the unofficial patch fixes that.
Oh, yeah.
Funny how we have to have mods in order to have a functioning game, Bethesda.
Oh yeah, just like Oblivion remastered. Fucking that game on everything's broken. It's finally somewhat fixed on PC. I streamed it fucking like every day for like a month or every other day. But yeah, I had to install the unofficial patch to fix a bunch of bugs that were still there from the original Oblivion that came out in 2000 what fucking 8?
2006.
Jesus. 2006. Holy fuck. Let's hope this show doesn't have any bugs. God damn.
Which is really funny because Oblivion came out in 2006 and it had a bunch of bugs and everybody loved it. And then Sonic 06 came out in 2006 and had a bunch of bugs and everybody hated it.
Well, you know what has a bunch of bugs that everybody fucking hates? Vietnam.
I was gonna say something else, but all right.
Vietnam, ladies and gentlemen, primitive war! Extinct on arrival. Oh boy, here we go. Brother Chase, you ready for this one? Because we're
My heart is burning.
we're about to get into the long haul here. Ladies and gentlemen, Primitive War is out today in select theaters. And by select, I really mean select theaters. Listen, I could go see Shin Godzilla in the 15-mile radius of theaters that I would actually go to see a movie in, but I can't find Primitive War near me. Not one fucking theater. Not one theater. They're playing the Ninja Turtles 35th anniversary in a theater that I love to go to, but not Primitive War. But the affiliate theaters, the Cinemark theaters that are not near me, oh, it's showing there. Here's my thing. I don't go travel far and wide to a movie outside of my comfort zone unless I'm going to see it in a premium theater, unless I'm going to see it in IMAX or Dolby, right? Because I got the Cinemark right now. I got the Cinemark XD right down my block, and that is my preferred theater of choice. But this movie's not playing in any of those premium theaters. And damn it, it's barely even playing. Like, they got times for this movie that starts at 7 o'clock, and then the last showing is at like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. There might be 3 shows per night for this movie where I'm at. And I've never seen anything like that before, especially for a movie with fucking dinosaurs and being fucking not. What are we doing here? What? This shit is fucking a travesty because, damn it, I've been wanting to see this movie since that fucking first trailer dropped. When that second trailer dropped, I said this is the greatest thing ever. And I couldn't fucking wait. And here I am scrolling all over fucking the interwebs, and the fucking trailers are popping up, and I'm hearing that Fortunate Son, and I'm seeing now playing, and they playing near me, damn it! You sons of bitches! And I'm sick of it. I gotta sit through stupid. Why is Jurassic World Rebirth still? It's not making money here. It's making money overseas. Get that bullshit out the theaters and put motherfucking dinosaurs and soldiers with guns in the theaters. And you know what really grinds my gears the most, guys? The fact that this motherfucking movie is getting great reviews. Rotten Tomatoes is sitting at a 90%.
90? Oh my God.
Come on, man. This fucking bullshit, bro.
Now that is with the audience score, so that's definite, and it only has like 50 reviews, but still, that's quite a bit.
Listen, that's fine. I'm the audience, and that's the crazy thing is like, there's only 50 reviews because only 50 theaters in the 50 fucking states are showing this shit. Jesus, it pisses me off, man. This one pissed me off, man. Fuck a doodle doo. Brother Chase, your thoughts?
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you. I've been hounding the Instagram page for Primitive War for the past probably week and a half now. Actually 2 weeks, when they've been talking about the release of the movie. And they're it's not just me that keeps saying what's the limited release for this film. They still have not answered that yet. Theoretically, they still haven't said, yeah, our movie's only going to be in theaters for 5 days. But people have said, like, you know, is this going to have an extended run? And they said, if the fans show up this week and see it, then they will extend it. The problem is for one, you're releasing your movie yesterday, which was a Thursday, which, I mean, I guess that's normal, but still. You're releasing your movie on a time for only 5 days, and you're banking off the success of your film based off of a limited time, and it just doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. And I have no car. All of my people that can drive me around are on vacation, so I have no way of going to see this movie. And for 5 days for this, I didn't realize this movie was going to be so limited. I didn't know this film was going to be such an indie film. And that's not the problem, but the point is like 5 days. This isn't Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla was out, I think maybe less than that, but still, like, that's kind of a different topic. But anyways, the point is the run for this movie makes no sense. And don't give people hope saying that there's a chance if you're not going to give your movie a chance. And that's the problem I have, is I just don't even feel like they're giving their movie a chance, and they want it to have a chance. But if you magically think your movie's going to pull in, $10 million or, whatever it was, just in the matter of 5 days, you're fucking mistaken. You should have had this movie launch on a streaming service, or you should have had it out before Jurassic Rebirth. Like, there was a segue there between the months. You could have put it out there. I would have done that for 5 days. You would have gotten probably more attention before Rebirth than after if you put this out before that. But anyways, I don't get it. I don't like it. It's making me very upset because this was the movie that this was one of the movies I wanted to see this year. And it looks like I'm going to have to wait fucking longer to do it. And it fucking sucks that I have to wait. Not only do I have to wait till a streaming service picks it up, but that's if a streaming service picks it up. That's the thing, is what they're saying is no streaming service so far is taking the bait of wanting to pick up this film.
Listen,
and so that's
happen though. That's like kind of an impossibility, right? It's got to go somewhere, even if they give it to them for free, because you can't just make a movie, put it in theaters. No, however, a limited run. Fucking Red Sonja is a 1 day and done movie,
right.
And then that's just gonna pop up on like Tubi or some shit. like next week.
Yeah.
You know, so something is gonna bite.
So I don't know. I just don't like this marketing. Not only that, but they're starting to spoil things like they're a Jurassic World movie in their marketing that keeps coming out in the trailers, and I don't like that either. So, I mean, it sucks that I was kind of hoping, and I guess, we all were kind of hoping for a new, fresh dinosaur franchise, but I guess we're going to have to wait another 10 million years for the next one.
I got what you did there. That's pretty slick shoot. Slick shoot. It's upsetting because the marketing for this movie in the beginning felt like this was going to be a theatrical release. Yo, dude. This to me felt like
it says theatrical release.
Oh no, but I mean, there's like a wide,
right. I get what you mean, and theoretically, you're right.
At least give it a fucking month in the theaters, or 3 weeks. But at
3 weeks and a wider release, please.
Yeah, Games, what do you think of this mess?
Oh, dude, it's not even in my state.
Oh, you know what that makes me? Motherfucking bitch!
like I'm so mad about that, dude. Like, not one theater. Okay, cool. I gotta go to freaking Washington.
Wow.
Nah,
and that's a scary
place.
As much
as I love dinosaurs, I ain't going all the way to freaking Spokane for that. All right,
Jesus.
So, I just did a little Googling. It appears as if this is being distributed by Fathom Entertainment.
Oh, yeah. It's a Fathom event.
I don't know if any distributor wanted to touch this movie after Jurassic Park came out.
And I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, and I think them pairing with Fathom, which in and of itself, Fathom events are a couple of days max, which explains why it's only in theaters for 5 days. I think it might have just been the right movie at the wrong time, because if you're pairing up with Fathom, that just means
no wonder it's not in this state. It's Fathom.
Yeah.
Well, typically Fathom events, don't they go to Regal Cinemas? Or is it
Fathom goes to Cinemark?
Okay.
AMC's and Cinemark.
Yeah, because my AMC is playing it, right. But that's the thing. I'm not going to drive all the way to my AMC theater unless this shit was in the Dolby or on the IMAX. I'm not going to drive out there just to see this shit in the smallest fucking theater on the smallest fucking screen. Their popcorn sucks anyway. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit.
They don't have any aqua frescas or any raisinets.
Actually, they have both, but
shit!
my new joint is orange cream ginger ale. I don't know.
Oh, damn it, Ray! I was gonna get you a box of aqua frescas.
Bro,
I love you.
I can. That's funny because I can go see it. I have 2 theaters playing the movie all weekend, all the way till Monday.
Yeah, same.
Oh.
Yeah,
I have multiple theaters. They're all Cinemarks, but I have just no car.
that's fair.
But it's like 6 o'clock every night.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Like at the theaters, I'm literally like 2
6
or
or
3
7, yeah.
Because I was like, you know what? I'll go catch it either Thursday night after I get out of work. I'll go shoot. I'll go see it. I'll have a good time, and then I'll yap about it on Friday. Wasn't playing nowhere near me, and then the fucking earliest Thursday night screening started at 7. You know what I'm doing at 7? Eating dinner or getting ready for bed, or maybe even sleeping because I'm already fucked up.
Yeah.
It's some bullshit, bro. JR, man. Oh, you got theaters next to you. You could go see it, you swarmy fuck.
I could.
Mr. I'm a fucking con man now.
Con man.
Well, like I could go see it. I'll talk to Nana and see if I can make time because she's gonna be busy tomorrow. So I could only see it Sunday because it's only playing in Boise. I'm in Nampa. Even though I have a movie theater across the street from my work, it's not playing there. And I think it's with the distribution of this movie, it's one of those things. It's like, I mean, it's a B movie kind of deal, you know. It's trying to make some money. Look, this is a movie
Well,
that'll
so
drop.
that's the thing, though. Maybe we should talk about the reviews of what they're describing this movie. This movie is not necessarily a B movie. This movie actually is, they're saying this movie takes itself almost too seriously.
Really?
They're saying this movie is a war movie more at heart, but with dinosaurs added to it.
You telling me this is going to be better than Kong Skull Island?
Hey,
No.
Come on.
I'm just saying that you might get mad because there's only maybe 5 minutes of dinosaurs. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
You had me. You had me.
But they are saying it is a war movie first and a dinosaur movie second, which doesn't really sound great. But the reviews are saying it is fun. They're saying it's just very gory and violent, and the dinosaurs are handled very, very professionally. And they don't shy away from anything. And they said there's moments with the dinosaurs throughout that when they fight the platoon, that it's just the perfect popcorn setting, and it sounds fun and exciting, and the reviews are really great. It's sitting at, like Ray said earlier, it's sitting at a 90% right now. The critics aren't going to matter anyways, but at a 90% with about 50 reviews, that's pretty damn good.
Well, I think this is a movie that it'll go to streaming. It'll be on Tubi. It just seems like the type of movie that would drop on Tubi
I don't know.
as kind of an exclusive.
I think a certain a major streaming service might end up snatching this up, just because it's a limited time thing. It's if it gets certified fresh, Netflix, Max, Penis Cock, the whole 9 yards, they're going to be trailing after it because
hold on, talk about. Are we that mad at Peacock right now for losing the wrestling?
Yes.
How the fuck am we?
And fuck Disney.
Yeah.
Fuck them all.
But that's where it's going to is Disney Plus.
Look, this is the thing. Triple H is going to have to get this movie on ESPN because no one's going to watch wrestling on ESPN.
Nobody.
No
I have a
one's gonna fucking do
VPN
it.
to literally bypass this stuff so I can just watch PLEs and SmackDown on Netflix, just like Raw.
Disney Plus wants their Alien and they want their Predator. Now they want their own Jurassic Park franchise. It's going to be Primitive War. Watch it. Primitive War, Disney Plus.
Yo, dude, not for nothing. I would totally buy that. And straight to Hulu. Disney's got
Hulu isn't going to exist by the time this hits streaming.
I know, and I'm very sad about that. I wish Disney Plus wouldn't exist instead.
Yeah.
What might not exist?
Hulu.
It's being absorbed into Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's right. But it's going to be like the Hulu network on Disney Plus.
I don't know about that, man.
Well, they are. Well, no. So what it is Disney's taking Hulu shows, but it's not going to have a Hulu interface.
Oh, so okay. So basically, we're not going to be able to watch TV the next day anymore.
That's what it's sounding like. Yeah.
Okay, so then whatever Hulu original shows are is going to. Hey, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, so for instance, there's a show on Hulu called Over the Garden Wall. You could probably still find that on Disney Plus when it goes over. But again, I don't know. Nothing's really certain on that. But yeah, that's what it's sounding like, is it's just everything's just moving over to Disney Plus, and they're still going to charge you $30 a month for the streaming service.
Well, listen, as long as they don't raise my prices because they absorbed Hulu, I didn't ask for that. And that is something that people could definitely fucking fight for. But I agree with Rob. A streaming service will go snatch this up quick because of its limited release. I think Amazon Prime, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it would be Prime too.
And and do a cheap rental and buy thing, right? Do a $5.99 UHD rental and maybe a $10.99 UHD buy.
And if you're going that route, then technically that means it should be on Vudu, aka Fandango, at home as well.
I forgot that's what that's called. Yeah. No, you're right. Listen,
Fandango at Home's a good one. How can you access Fandango at Home on your PlayStation or Xbox?
Yes, I have the app on my Xbox. It's a dedicated app.
Oh, I didn't know you could get that on your PlayStation then.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm saying, look, if I shelled out, right? If I shelled out for that fucking movie, The Lake, as I pick up a faint signal, if I shelled out for that bullshit movie, The Lake, or for Amazon Prime, I would have zero problem shelling out for this particular movie. Because you all should see this.
Absolutely.
And to counter Brother Chase, even though I feel what you're saying, that this is more of a war movie than a dinosaur movie, I actually really love war movies, and I love the Vietnam era. So this, to me, was peanut butter jelly. That's why I had such high hopes for Kong Skull Island. And
I don't have a problem with them saying it's a war movie with dinosaurs. I was just relaying what they've been saying. So.
Gotcha, yeah. No, so I'm like, I'm cool with this either fucking way. Listen, you give me soldiers versus dinosaurs, soldiers versus aliens, soldiers versus zombies, and fuck around soldiers versus Sasquatch. I'm cool with all of that shit, man. In fact, I already got the soldiers versus aliens. My favorite one is Battlefield LA.
Yeah.
Battle Los Angeles.
Battle Los Angeles. Yeah, I actually like that movie. That's a really good.
I love that movie.
Where's the sequel?
Yes.
It's called District 9.
That movie.
It's a prequel, though.
Different aliens too.
Yeah, different aliens. No, you know what I hope with this movie is I hope maybe it reunites or reignites an interest in a dinosaur movie we had back in the early days called Carnosaur.
That's what I mean. It looks.
I miss the Carnosaur movies.
I think Carnosaur rebooted today and age could be really fucking cool.
Dude, are you telling me it's like Carnosaur, aka Young Gary 2001? Give it to me, baby!
Young Gary? No, not Reptilian.
Oh, God, don't ever quote that. That's the worst name ever. Sorry.
Yeah, man, give Carnosaur to fucking Blumhouse. They'll churn it out.
They would.
Oh,
They will make its budget back in a fucking weekend.
Hold up. Time the fuck out. See, Rob? Yo, you had me. Yo, the little tale you spun this morning, okay? About a certain Jersey Devil versus a certain, Predator from space. I was like, oh, my God. But what you just said right now, damn, brother, that's the movie. That is the movie right there. A Blumhouse Carnosaur. Oh, directed by fucking Zach.
And you could get away with this mad scientist shit in a Blumhouse film like that, and nobody bat an eye.
Yeah.
And the entire fucking money would be spent on the dinosaur alone, but it's going to be sparse and sporadic, but it's going to be so fucking tense. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's the movie I want. I want Blumhouse Carnosaur now. Good God. But I still want this movie. I do.
Yes.
Primitive War really, really, really should have had just a tad bit more theaters. And again, the fact that it's on Cinemark, and my fucking Cinemark, my favorite theater out here, is right down the block, and they're not showing it there. No, I gotta go 25 to 30 minutes away, and I'm not gonna do that unless it's in a premium fucking theater. It's not. It's in a fucking 20 fucking seat theater, and I'm not doing that. Not doing it. I hope that my streaming, quote unquote, service picks this bitch up next week. Because this is the type of movie that if it's like this in the theaters, is going to fade into obscurity lickety splits. And that means I'm going to put my TV on, I'm going to go to my personal favorite app, and I'm going to find it, and I'm going to watch it in motherfucking 4K HD, because they're going to have it. And I'll be happy. I'll be happier than watching Jurassic fucking Fart Rebirth. All right, I digress. That's one.
Did you call that Jurassic Fart Rebirth?
Yeah, I sure did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I was mishearing. That's funny.
No, it was it. But yeah, last words on Primitive War before it goes extinct, because this one hurt my heart.
And you know what? And you know what? I want to bring something up about Jurassic World Rebirth.
Go ahead. We're here on Dinosaur Talk.
Yeah. Remember a couple of months ago when I said, I don't know about Gareth Edwards directing this movie, guys, because this was back when he was announced. And I said to you guys, I don't know how I feel about this because Gareth Edwards is, even though he's directing, he's not directing the movie he wants to make. Well, I think that was more of the truth than anything. Because if we remember right, Rebirth, they already had a director and then the director left and then Gareth Edwards got picked up. I think it's very clear that they just wanted a director to direct their film that they wrote. And I'm starting to think Gareth just had no creative way other than just aesthetic and cosmetic stuff.
Oh, he absolutely didn't.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe that way more now. And that was something that I forgot, is that Spielberg and Coep wrote the movie already, and they were going to have David, I think he passed away, but it was David Leitch or something, one of those Davids that's a really popular director. And they wanted him to make it, but then he backed out because he said that they weren't going to allow him to make the movie he wanted to make. They were very strict on their script, and then Gareth Edwards just jumped on it. And I'm just starting to think that that's just what happened with Rebirth.
That's exactly what happened.
Are you telling me that Gareth Edwards is just a patsy for the bigger studios? Because this is what happened.
I absolutely believe that, yes.
I hate that because the guy is a visionary. Guy is and I'm not just talking about it because I fucking adore and love Godzilla 2014. Because it took me 3 times to finally understand and see Monsters for what it was. I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, what is this shit? It looks cool, but the second time I'm like, yeah, all right, there's something here. The third time I was like, fuck, this is a great movie. You know,
then that's how many more times you have to watch Rebirth.
Oh, God.
No.
He has to be willing to do that, though.
That's true.
I'll put it like this. Watching Rebirth last Saturday with more than a couple in me, I didn't hate it as much as I did in the theater.
See, I fucking told you.
But being sober, get out of here with that bullshit. Everything
get ready for Rebirth 2 because Rebirth made $800 and something million at the box office.
Hey!
And it's still slowly going, and it's doing great on streaming.
Listen,
off of $180 million budget.
It made $333 million domestic. It made $500 million international. They want dinosaurs. Everybody outside of America wants dinosaurs. You know what America wants? They want Superman, man. Because Superman is ahead.
I want dinosaurs, and I'm an American.
No, I understand that, but Superman is ahead of Jurassic World domestically.
Okay, so let's make Super T-Rex.
Good God,
it would actually be Batman T-Rex and from Dark Knight's Death Metal.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We get. I know Rob's gonna hate this. We get Zack Snyder back, and we make BV Rex, right? That's what we make. BV Rex. Oh my God! Batman versus a V-Rex from Peter Jackson's King Kong. It all makes sense somehow. It really does. It all makes sense somehow.
I'd watch that if Sleepy Snyder wasn't directing it.
Oh my God!
Sleepy Snyder. Why is he called Sleepy Snyder?
Because damn near every other fucking movie that goddamn reject directs puts me the fuck to sleep. Man of Steel, Snoresville. Should have called him Man of Snores. You would have made millions off of pillows. Not like you were going to make millions off of anything else. BVS, my ass. That's all there is to it. Everything else under his little Dinocnus fucking Estonia fucking cock mule, it's all fucking garbage. It's garbage. It has no taste.
You don't like 300?
Oh, 300 was fine.
Or Dawn of the Dead?
Dawn of the Dead was fine.
Exactly.
What about Sucker Punch?
Sucker Punch was, oh my God, that was all style, no substance.
That's true. That is true.
Which is a shame because there's a lot to Sucker Punch that felt like it was left on the cutting room floor that would have made that a better movie. Everything after his DCEU fucking run, it's all fucking schlock bullshit.
Oh, what about Money of the Dead or whatever that zombie movie was on Netflix?
Army of the Dead?
Yeah, that was fun.
That was ass.
That was terrible.
You know what?
I got cancer from watching that.
Oh, you suck, motherfucker. Oh, wait.
George A. Romero's zombified foot was lodged right between his Snyder-esque cheeks.
Listen,
since we're on the topic of Zack Snyder, let's just get into Gamescom.
oh my God.
Gamescom or Gamescon, because honestly, I felt like we got jerked off here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting sick and tired. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling y'all something right now. Something I have never understood for the past couple years. I mean, before we've been streaming this live for over a year now. Before this, I never fully grasped or understood the hatred that this man got. I would sit here and listen to Brother Chase, JR, Gam, Rob, Alex, whoever else, my fucking brother. I was like, what? And I would sit here and I'd be like, why are they bagging and ragging on this guy so fucking much? And then I was watching at least 3 minutes of Gamescom, and I realized something. That guy, Jeff Keighley, is a fucking asshole.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes, he is.
Let me tell you something, people. He is conning the shit out of all gamers. He's conning us. He fucking cons us. Bro, why the fuck is the... You know what pissed me off? I came out
He hoards every game trailer to himself. We used to get things like E3. Now we don't.
Yes. So this is what I'm about to get to, because yesterday morning, I'm coming out of the shower, and it hits me. I go, yo, why the fuck? I got to talk about this tomorrow. I have not sat down to watch this at all. And this has been on for, 2-3 days, whatever it was. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, this used to be E3. This used to be E3. E3 used to happen, what? At the end of June or the beginning of July.
Yeah.
It used to happen when kids weren't in school. And this is a little bit selfish of me because I work at a school. So this is why I'm ranting about it. Because I'm like, yo, if the kids weren't in school, I can sit down and fucking watch the shit. But I can't because, out here in the West, the kids that started school, we 2 weeks in already. The East, back home, kids don't start school until after Labor Day. So I'm here and I'm like, why are we showing this now? This should have been on in July or late June. At the very least, late June when everybody's out of school. So we could fucking rock. So you can have old school gamers rock with this. And then I see Jeff fucking Keighley on the fucking stage. And I go, oh, it's him? He's doing this? That man has single-handedly killed the gaming world. He killed the gaming sphere. And I get it now. So right now, ladies and gentlemen out there in G-Show world, I apologize to each and every one of my cohorts and co-hosts because they've always been right. And I've always wondered, why are they bagging on this guy like that? And I get it now.
Dude, he's everywhere. Summer Games Fest, there he is. Gamescom, there he is. The Game Awards, there he fucking is.
Yeah.
And not just the main thing is this is just a guy that continues to hype up his game shows and gives us just farts, dude. Like, if you saw the beginning of Gamescom, he starts out saying, I guess E3 never left, it just evolved to this.
That's what I saw. Oh my God, brother.
Yeah, and I felt like spitting out my water.
Be fucking real, dude.
Dude, E3 didn't go away. It evolved into this. $750 for a PS5 Pro, please.
Yeah. And
Fuck out of here.
And the fact is, this guy knows that we don't like him. He knows that, and he does it to troll. I learned a lot about Jeff Keighley. I didn't know he was in the show Twisted Metal as the asylum patient. I also didn't know that he also was in fucking Halo 2 and voiced many characters throughout the Halo franchise as one of the Marines. Yeah. And I'm like, so this guy's had his hands in the game community for a long time, and I just hate the fact that he's just an asshole. Like, and also, when he does his game awards, he thinks him and Kojima are friends, and so he'll give him a 10-minute spotlight. But if one guy wants to thank his friend who passed away from cancer, he has to do it within 50 seconds or get off the fucking stage.
Wrap it up.
This guy needs to fucking just suck a turd down his throat.
Look, I'm gonna say something. At this point, who isn't fucking friends with Kojima? The dude is like a back alley prostitute when it comes to having friends.
It's true.
Like, I'm just saying.
Just look at his Twitter feed every other day. It's somebody new, and he's all wide-eyed and beaming. But Jeff Keighley was at GameTrailers.com like way back in the day. That's where he got his fucking start.
Dude, he was on G4 and shit. Yeah.
Spike TV was the beginning of it.
And the fact that little crotch goblin, that little turd burglar, that fucking... Every time that motherfucker opens his mouth and smiles, I remember that I have to weatherproof my back porch because he just has these panely fucking teeth and those squinty fucking eyes, his terrible suit, his fucking god-awful sneaker suit combo. Every time I look at this man, it's just like, you pay for sexual favors at the end of every fucking day, because I don't think any woman could truly love you, because I think everybody sees what I see when I look at you. Dude, just a shitty little fucking ingrate. Like, fuck you.
I think he's Satan. Like, I'm not kidding.
Satan would be way cooler.
Revelations, he's Satan. And no one acknowledges it.
Satan would put on a better show.
Yeah, Satan has better presentation.
He's a douchebag. He sucks. Yeah. This Gamescom fucking, I didn't even know it was happening. I saw the stupid Halloween trailer. I was like, great. You do a Friday the 13th the game with Halloween. Who gives a shit?
Time out. You shut your fucking face about that, motherfucker.
I won't give a shit unless that has a fucking campaign. If that's online only and multiplayer only, you can take it. You can shove it up your ass.
It's going to be.
No,
just like the Predator game.
At the end of the trailer, it said single player.
Well, so that's the thing, is Ilphonic. I mean, Predator Hunting Grounds also is stated as single player, but single player online MMO.
Yeah.
Or not MMO, but live service single player. It's garbage.
It said single player and multiplayer. So there's hope that there is a campaign out, however short it is, because let's be for real, it's probably going to be, the game's probably going to be like what Friday the 13th was, right?
Yeah, it's going to be like Predator, where all you get is just cosmetics and no new maps or anything.
Yeah, you just, the single player mode is set how many counselors you want to go murder.
Listen, that's fine with me.
Hey, I'm not disagreeing with that, but I mean, I've kind of seen this before.
I know, but the thing is, we don't know outside of what this trailer gave us, right?
Which is fair. But going by the Halloween franchise until 2018, well, I would say the Rob Zombie movies, Halloween isn't as gory or creative with its kills.
What are you talking about? Did you
Friday the 13th?
Did you not see how they killed Michael Myers in Halloween Ends? Like,
no, I'm saying I said up till the Rob Zombie remake. Everything after, it was more creative. But if it's going based off of the original movies, it's going to be like, I don't want to talk shit about it, but it's like generic slasher and not Friday the 13th over the top slasher, you know? In that game,
we don't know.
Christ. That is fair. We don't.
We don't know.
I'm going to defend it, and I only put this up here because it said single player. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, shit.
As well.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, yeah, it's going to, single player campaign shipped without it. And then it didn't work for a fucking month.
4 years it took them to develop the single player campaign to get the bots to work properly. 4 fucking years.
Like, I don't want to be the Sour Patch Kid in the fucking popcorn bucket with this because I want it to be good. I do. But it's like, the whole Friday the 13th thing, beyond them having to fucking cap it off because of Sean butt-licking Conningham, even.
Oh,
nice!
There's a lot of cons in this.
All because of that motherfucker? Yeah, that's out of their control. But, like, everything else, it's like, guys, I know that game development isn't an easy thing, but don't put hopes in people's minds so that they buy your game and then you kind of don't do anything with it outside of cosmetics and maybe a map or two. It's like, because, I've wanted Friday the 13th, the game, single player campaign, plays Jason, kill teenagers for my entire life. And I got that game in Maneater.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten that game. And Ilphonic Gun Media, props out to you. You did what many people couldn't do, but I'm sorry. I don't have faith that you're going to deliver a product that's not only going to last, because all of these multiplayer only slashers just kind of die out.
Well, yeah. Predator Hunting Grounds, like, I played it. It wasn't inherently bad. The problem was there was no reason to come back to it other than skins. I'm like, I don't care.
And that's the thing. Is Ilphonic? I mean, guys, they just rebooted Predator Hunting Grounds because it came on Xbox and PS5. But also I guess where the difference is Predator is also owned by Disney now, so Ilphonic has to run everything through them, which fucking sucks because that means Predator is going to be in a video game hell for a long time. But the thing
Friday
is,
the 13th, the game.
yeah. Well, the problem is though, is with Predator Hunting Grounds, is Ilphonic just keeps promoting the game with cosmetics, no new maps or anything, and then they're talking about how it's a brand new game, and that's the problem that I have.
Brother Chase, let me ask you a question. I've never played that game, but I thought there was only like one map in that game, the jungle. Is that true?
There's like 2 or 3, but that's it. But the game is so poorly underutilized that you only get one map, even if there's only 3. Wow. And it's basically the same location, just a different part of the setting. Like it'll be a nighttime or shit. It's really insulting.
Let me ask you a question. If they came out with a patch, because now it's on Xbox, and I don't know, let's say they did the Predator 2 pack, right? Where you're not in the jungle anymore, you're in the concrete jungle. So dope. Would it be worth picking up now?
I don't know, because if they're willing to do more maps and that's just the beginning of it, then sure. But as of right now, I would say no.
If it was just that one.
Also, the game is very, very buggy and really unstable.
You don't think they patched any of that now that it's coming out to Xbox?
I played it 3 months ago. And it's already been out at Xbox on PlayStation 5 at that point. It came out around January on newer consoles and Xbox, and it's not great.
Shit.
They're slow with patches. They're like Bethesda with fixing things. Because remember when Friday the 13th the game launched and it took a couple of months to fix the flying car issue, the flying Jason issue, the Jason falling through the map issue. That shit still happened. The last time I played the fucking game 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait. You're telling me you were playing Friday the Hogwarts? Because that sounds like...
Oh, yeah, dude. Straight up. Chamber of Secrets got into the fucking car and I was flying to Hogwarts away from Jason Voorhees. It was like, come on, Ron! We gotta get to Hogwarts! Fuck this Jason guy! I think it's funny you say that. I've been listening to the Harry Potter books. I'm on the Half-Blood Prince. So much better than the Order of the Phoenix. The Order of the Phoenix sucks.
If this single player / multiplayer thing, you know, if it's not it, I'm pretty sure this one is, because
the problem?
Gentlemen, oh, Gams.
Yes, sir.
You know we like these new side scroller beat 'em ups that's been coming up.
Absolutely. I'm so looking forward to Cosmic Invasion. This looks freaking dope. Oh,
I can't believe they did the He-Man. They did it, and let me tell you something. It couldn't have come at a better time with a new He-Man movie on the motherfucking horizon from Amazon Prime, ladies and gentlemen.
absolutely. You know, it's about time. It's about time.
It is about time.
Is that supposed to be Kenny from South Park in the middle here?
No.
No.
underneath the dragon.
No.
Oh man, Rob,
Yeah.
you've been around the block a couple times.
Huh?
What do you think of this?
I can't wait to play with you and Gam Gam.
Yeah.
There's something so aesthetically pleasing about a side-scrolling beat 'em up in the modern day with sprite work that looks this fucking good.
Oh yeah, we got Shredder's Revenge. We got the Power Rangers game. We're getting Cosmic Invasion. We're getting a Toxic Avenger game.
Yeah. And we're getting
Castle Crashers is coming out with a new DLC for modern consoles.
Shut the fuck up. Really?
Yeah, I didn't know you guys didn't know that.
No.
Yeah, that was just announced like a week ago.
Fuck me.
Yeah, it's going to start on Steam, and then it's going to hit consoles later on. Later.
Painter Boss Paradise. What?
You see, the side-scrolling beat 'em up is here, and it is righteous.
Good.
You know what I love
Godzilla.
about this one in particular? Oh, please. You know what? What Gam was talking about, how, what was it, King of the Monsters, the SNK games back in the day?
King of the Monsters 1 was a wrestling game. King of the Monsters 2 was a beat 'em up.
Yeah, no. Do that with Godzilla. I think the DS actually did that.
Yeah.
we don't talk about that.
Godzilla Unleashed Double Smash, and it was terrible, awful, god awful. Never talk about that game ever again.
Yeah. Or that I have 2 copies in my collection.
Go play Dawn of the Monsters. It's close enough facsimile. It's a great game.
Dawn of the Monsters is awesome.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Monsters is better than Gigabash.
No, I didn't say it. It wasn't me. Don't
At least Dawn of the Monsters has more content.
I mean,
It's
you're
true.
not wrong, especially with the arcade mode DLC added to it with the new character and all that. Ooh.
That is true. But what I love about this, and what I've loved about these retro side-scrolling things, hell, they've got a Halloween and Ash versus the Evil Dead side-scroller 2-pack that came out, I think, a year ago or 2 years ago. But what I love about this, taking the retro cartoons and putting them in a side-scroller beat 'em up, this shit should have been in the arcades back in the 80s when these were fucking hits. Konami did it with Ninja Turtles to great success. Okay? To great success. Konami did it with X-Men to great success. Now we get these things on consoles. What I love about this particular one, though, the Masters of the Universe, the He-Man one, is it doesn't play like it. Well, from the trailer, it doesn't seem like it plays like the normal beat 'em ups that we've been playing. This is a repackaged Golden Axe, and I'm fucking here for it. If anybody played Golden Axe, I mean, I'm watching how they jump on.
I play Golden Axe.
I mean,
Yeah,
Golden.
I
It's funny because we're getting a new Golden Axe.
I saw that too, which was fucking nuts. So I'm all for this shit. I like this shit. This is the nostalgia that kicks for me. But this definitely played more like a Golden Axe than.
We can all thank the Ninja Turtles for this, by the way. Shredder's Revenge really did start a revolution.
It sure the fuck did. It really, really did. And if you think about it, nope, I don't answer private numbers. Goodbye. And if you think about it, yeah. Fuck Ninja Turtles, bro. I mean, what's that studio that did Ninja Turtles?
Dotemu and Tribute Games. Tribute Games is also making Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Yo, I'm mad at that because they did not give me a release date for that yet. And
no.
From all the reviews, people who got hands-on with it, I was reading an article the other day. They absolutely love it. And I'm like, this is the game I want to play because I keep kicking myself, and you know what?
It's literally a side-scrolling beat-em-up starring the Marvel vs. Capcom Marvel side of the roster.
Exactly. But I'm gonna stop drinking for a month so I can save enough money to buy. That's right. So I can get myself that arcade 1-up X-Men game. That is one of my favorite all-time fucking games ever. It was Ninja Turtles arcade, and then that game.
Video games be helping people stay sober. Fuck yeah.
Seriously.
Terrible.
I want that, but Cosmic Invasion is the closest thing from what I read to that Konami X-Men game, but with a grander fucking cast of characters. Because like you just said, games, it is the Capcom Marvel games. The Capcom Marvel game characters. Oh, I can't wait for it. I am with this. I need Thundercats now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not fucking fake the funk here. You're telling me you're going to give me a Toxic Avenger game? I remember playing that game in the arcades too. But, and fucking Bucky O'Hare. Don't get it twisted. I played Bucky O'Hare in the arcades. I need the motherfucking Thundercats now. We got He-Man. We need Thundercats. Voltron came out on the 360. I have a Voltron game. That shit works. I don't need a side-scrolling Voltron game. The game they gave me works. I need fucking Thundercats next. And then the circle is complete. No, I'm lying. Well, no, I'm not lying. I'm not lying because you've got Transformers Devastation. And that game is fucking hella fun.
I mean, that's not a side-scrolling beat 'em up. That's
not a side-scrolling. But I'm trying to. What I'm trying to say is like I'm trying to bring back my childhood in video games. And I'm like, all right, I've got this, I've got that, I've got that. Ninja Turtles, several fucking outings that did it. The Cowabunga collection is, I swear to God, I love it to death. Shredder's Revenge, fucking peak. And now look, you got He-Man. I'm not a Power Rangers guy, wasn't my thing, but that fucking Power Rangers thing is fun. Streets of Rage 4, for crying out loud. It's fucking fantastic. Bring back the side scrollers. Let's fucking go. Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero, Chronicles Sub-Zero. It's coming out in that Mortal Kombat collection. That was a thing this week too. Oh.
Yup.
All right, I digress. Give me Thundercats. And if you want to really fuck around, give me Bionic 6. Just for the theme song.
The Bionic
Street Sharks.
Dude, that's it. Street Sharks, Biker Mice from Mars, fucking dino sauces. Like, give me Denver the Last Dinosaur and make him a fucking playable character in Tony Hawk. Denver the Last Dinosaur rode a skateboard.
Echo the Dolphin.
Well, that's coming back, actually.
Are you right? I heard about that.
Yeah, Sega's going all fucking out with that shit.
Yeah.
Gaming is back. Echo is back. Let's go. I can't wait to hear that god-awful sound again and make me want to turn off my gaming console and go to sleep.
That's actually funny because when I was playing Golden Axe, it was on my Game Boy with Echo the Dolphin and Sonic.
Right.
So it was Sonic, Echo the Dolphin, Sonic Pinball, Echo the Dolphin, and Golden Axe.
Sonic Pinball is very underrated. I just want to let everybody know that.
That was fun.
Great
soundtrack. That's a fun game. All right. Anybody else? Look, there was a lot that was shown at Gamescom. We didn't see. I didn't see a lot. Game didn't even watch it. But to anybody out there, was there anything that stuck out for any of y'all?
I mean, for some reason, Bubsy's back.
Bubsy 3D?
Bubsy 4D this time.
What in the fuck?
40.
Not only Bubsy 40, but we're getting a whole Bubsy collection that has
Why?
all the old Bubsy games plus Bubsy 3D, and there's going to be 2 different versions of Bubsy 3D on that collection: the original version and one with quote unquote fixed controls.
That's terrible.
That is a distribution and publishing company leaning into the meme and
Yeah.
nothing more.
Literally.
I don't know. Gamescom to me, like, nothing in my newsfeed or anything popped out. I don't know. Gaming right now kind of sucks because there's not a lot. I mean, the indie stuff, the side scroller stuff, sure, but like, there's nothing that's grabbing me right now. You know what I mean? Oblivion Remaster was a nice
distraction.
It was a nice drop this year, and I, like everyone else, couldn't play it really for a month after because it needed to be patched and worked on. They rushed it out the door. But it sucks. And gaming as a whole has just gotten too expensive with the price of games going up, the price of PC components going up, the price of consoles going up. I don't know. Gamescom kind of sucks.
I'm glad you brought that up, even though you brought that up before, but that's exactly it. What I was going to talk about. You're showing this, 3-4 days celebration of games. Let's say celebration. I'm not even going to go that far, but because I didn't see it. But you're trying to sell people on the notion of, and I didn't see this, so I'm going to talk about the previous shit, like whatever that E3 thing was, the future gaming thing. You're trying to sell people who game on a bunch of indie games. But I gotta buy, if I don't have a console now that costs $700. No one's gonna do that. No one. So unless Nintendo drops a brand new handheld, right? Unless that Xbox handheld is about $350, man, we are in deep shit. The gaming industry is going under quick. We ain't never getting another Kratos game. Ever. This is bad business. Bad. Yeah. But if you already own the consoles, well, you can play He-Man. And Resident Evil 9. That shit looked fun.
It did. It looked awesome. It made me even more hyped.
It did. It really did. I was like, what is going on? This is not my Resident Evil. And that's what I liked about it.
Yeah. And I think that's what Resident Evil's needed since 5 and then 6. Not 7. So much 7.
7 was good.
Yeah, 7 was great. As 8 was 8.
8 was good. 8 was, man, that fucking baby in that fucking house, bro. That shit ain't right.
I still hear it in my nightmares.
That was Gam's fault. That was fucking Gam's fault.
I
had to stay up late. We watched Godzilla Day, and then I played Resident Evil 8. And I said, motherfucker, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, nobody in my house, and I'm hearing the baby crying. Not happening yet. Yeah, 9
looks about it.
9 looks really good. But yeah,
9 looks good. We'll see about the performance because from what I understand, that new Monster Hunter game, they both the RE engine and that they share the same engine. Wasn't well optimized and it runs like a pile of shit because forced ray tracing, of course. So
and it's just occurred to me what Ray just said about no more Kratos games. The funny thing about that is the next God of War project, that spin-off game they were talking about, is a 2D side scroller.
No shit.
They're saying it's a 2D side scroller, yeah.
I gotta ask, how fucking hard is it to port 1, 2, 3 and Ascension to modern day consoles?
They talked about that. It's actually they're saying it's actually really hard.
Really?
Because at this point, those old God of War games, you're talking about basically remastering them for the first time. And
no, they had a remaster on the PS3. Blu-ray
God of War 3, but
no, that was God of War 1, 2, 3, and the PSP games.
And the PSP, yep, I own that.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like
Then I don't know.
Just port them the fuck over. There's PS2 games that work on the PS5.
Well, I mean, like they are doing that with their version of Game Pass, right? Like you can, the God of War games were there. That was one of the reasons why I didn't get the Sony version of Game Pass, because it would be there for a couple of months, then they take it down, and then they put up something I got on the Xbox. No, dude, you gotta keep your fucking games that are in-house on your fucking system, in your brand, in this fucking service, so you'll get people to buy into it. This is where Sony fails. I'm sorry. There's
a lot of shit right now.
And the thing is I now, even with the essential stuff, like what Sony's doing, you can't play the old God of War games. Only 3.
Wow.
It's so fucking stupid. Yeah, because they ported that one to the PS4, so it's backwards compatible. What drives me insane, it's like Blooper Team remastered 1, 2, and all the fucking PSP games, and you can play them on your PS3. Why can't you just do that again? It only takes, I'm not shitting you, Blooper Team talked about it, 1.5 to 2 years to do, because all they do is take the original, the game disc, and upscale all the graphics.
JR, did you ever see the movie Robots?
No, I don't watch bad.
So then you'll know so then you won't know the quote, but the reason is there's no money in it.
How is there no money in re-releasing the original quadrilogy of God of Wars? I can't buy that. It's one of Sony's flagship things. They're fucking one of their launch titles for the PS5 fucking console was a God of War game, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, you know, if Rockstar, you bring up a good point. If Rockstar can just port over RDR1 and sell it for $50 and it be as what it is, I don't see why the God of War games could be any different.
That's what I'm saying.
The only difference is they just would look really, really outdated.
But
no, that's not true. That's not true. That is a personal preference.
It is, but at the same time,
it's a nostalgic feel.
Yeah, like for me, I don't give a shit. I mean, I have them on the PS2 and the PS3. I have those systems as well. But you know how convenient it would be to be like, all right, let's play it in Dolby Atmos on a 4K TV. It's a different feel. And yeah, it's nostalgic. It takes you back. And I'm sorry, if someone's that fucking concerned with graphical fidelity, I'm sorry. You are not a gaming enthusiast. I won't call you a gamer. You're not a gaming enthusiast. So you can just give me your
I'm a gaming enthusiast, but what I'll say is I would like my God of War 2 if it came back to look a little more spruce.
It looked fine. It's still, dude, it still holds up. Trust me.
When was the last time you played that game, bro? Because honestly, I throw that PS3 God of War collection on once every 2 years.
It's not. It did not age
bad. The last time I played God of War 2 probably was in 2016.
Holy shit.
Whenever God of War 3 came out, that's the last time I played God of War 1 and 2.
But also, when you play those games on Sony's, when you play them on the PlayStation Now, they're all just streaming. So they look very, very
rough,
decompressed.
That's what I'm saying. Just put them on a Blu-ray disc. Slap your PS5 DRM shit on it so I can't put it in my Series X and call it a fucking day.
You're asking something like this from Sony.
Yeah, Sony's.
That's
Sony
the
doesn't
main
want to
issue.
put the money into doing it. That's the problem.
They don't want to put the money into doing that, yet they hike up the price of their fucking content.
Well, yeah, it's Sony.
Yeah, look at them. They have how many dead franchises that they can make money off of if they just put their fucking 2 brain cells together, rubbed them, and got a little bit of a spark of a fucking good idea?
You know what
Sony
pisses me
hates
off?
money. Sony hates money.
You guys are telling me we're getting a Bubsy 3D remaster, remake, whatever the fuck, before we get the original quadrilogy of God of War games.
Yes.
You're also getting it before GTA 6, so yes.
Yes.
GTA 6, listen, I personally don't care about GTA fucking 6. I don't care.
I know, but that's the meme.
Okay.
But it's ridiculous to fucking think about.
I can't believe I'm doing this twice on one fucking podcast, but once again got to apologize here. So I am unabashedly not afraid to pay $150 to $180 for GTA 6. I don't give a fuck. I'd pay that. But this week I found out that the whole showing ID thing is more than just typing in your birthday. Yeah, anybody could type in a random birthday and be old enough to fucking play the game. But the fact that you actually got to take a picture of your, this is what I heard. I don't know how true this is, but first off, how the fuck do you do that? Like, do I have to sign into your
with
website
your phone
Right.
and probably the Rockstar website?
That's what I'm saying. So I got a QR code from the game itself. I got to QR code it on my phone so I could get to their website so I could snap a picture of my license to show you. That ain't happening, Captain. Not at all.
To be fair, we're all gonna have to do it here on YouTube fairly soon because they just passed that shit too.
Yes.
This is the new norm. This is the new norm. We're gonna have to accept. Everything's requiring you to have an ID, even YouTube.
Oh yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let it be known right here today, August 22nd, 2025. The day that comes for G1 is the day the G Show shuts the fuck down.
Yeah.
And I go right back to Facebook and I'll make fucking content again. I don't give a fuck.
I don't blame you.
And it's over. I'm not gonna share it like that. Here's the deal. I go to the gas station, I buy my beer. Right? I go to gyms, I buy my beer. They say, "Can I see ID?" I give them my ID, they scan it. No problem. I don't care about that. But bro, now you're in my house trying that shit.
Why do we need an ID to watch fucking Charlie the Unicorn on YouTube? I don't understand that.
I draw a line at that. Honest to God, I draw a line at that.
Well, the good news is none of that with the video gamescape, as far as I know, is set in stone because it still has to be passed. It still has to be voted on. And it's just with one specific company. I think we should just chill before there's something to worry about. But it's nothing set in stone just yet. And
real quick, and I don't want to get into that side of things, but we're gonna have to get just a tiny bit political here. Okay, just a tiny bit. Unbiased, of course. Let's just talk about the facts. The other day, I watched something that basically said that things that are happening now that were said not that they didn't know what it was. All right, Project 2025. Whatever that was in that book, whatever was in that cookbook, things are happening. They're moving forward with certain things and certain aspects of that. But in there was a video game section. And you got to remember, they've been trying to pull this shit off since the 90s. Since the 90s, they've been trying to pull this shit off. Canceling video games and shit. There is, in that cookbook, a video game section where they want to shut it down, where they want to control the narrative. And this is the fucking opening salvo. I am not going to give you my ID for a fucking website so I can play your game. I'm just not. That's crazy. I'm not going to fucking give you my ID to stream on YouTube. That is now in my house. See, I'm outside and I go to the gas station. I get my beer. I got to, first off, they check your ID anyway. They make sure you're 21, right? So they scan it. Fine. I'm cool with that. But when it's in my house, that's over, Prime. That's over. Fuck that. Fuck that. And as much as I want to play GTA 6, and as much as I would pay to play GTA 6, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Huh?
You already have.
Talk to me how?
You own a phone. You have a login account on YouTube. Do you think posting a picture of your ID to a video game company is anything different from what's already going on right now?
In terms of what? I've never uploaded.
People, no, it doesn't matter. People, companies, everything, IP addresses, your names, your serial numbers, everything. They have all of that already. Whether you know about it or not, they have it.
Okay, but that's the thing, though. That's the difference. In my head, they ain't got my license number. You can say they got it, but like if I didn't upload that shit, they ain't got it. And that's how I choose to live my life. But when you tell me I gotta upload that, and then I'm gonna no, we're not gonna do that. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying entirely, and I get it. That that's integrity right there. It's just it's
And what's
tough
going to stop little Billy from just stealing his parents' ID and uploading that so he can get into the game?
That's the whole point too. Like,
listen, get rid of Billy. That's the problem. Don't have a Billy. The less Billies there are in the world, the better.
Murk Billy because he wants
that exactly the opposite of what this administration is begging us to do?
Right?
Fuck.
Unlimited power!
Unlimited murking of Billies. Fuck
which is
that
why
guy.
I think it's not going to go through the way a lot of people are afraid it's going to, especially with that of video games. YouTube, maybe, just because of the whole pedophile ring that was unveiled and everything with certain content creators and shit. That I can see happening because there's an actual problem.
Yep.
When it comes to video games, ayo parents, if it says M for mature, you don't buy it for your 6-year-old little Tommy and little Tamara. That's all it is. Don't punish people who are abiding by the law because you're a fucking brainlet piece of shit buying your fucking child something they shouldn't be allowed to consume until they are the proper age. That's all there is to it.
It's also because the companies that are financing live service games are tired of having to give out refunds for products bought by children and then dealing with lawsuits. That's the other thing too.
Oh, in that same breath, stop making shitty content because half of the people wanting refunds are buying shitty content.
Right.
Easy.
I bought one of those those quadruple hair shaver things that like it works. So you shave your head bald in 3 minutes, right? I got this really good one, and it was like support the troops, support the vets, and I was like, I bet I'm down for that. And I used it the first time. Oh my god, it was the best one. It was better than the one my wife bought me. It fucking worked. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Then last week I started to use it, and then the shit just stopped working. I looked at the charge, 75%. I said, why is it not working? I was mad. I don't know where I was going with that, but it was the same thing with Brother Chase was saying.
It's all right. Well, when my dad used to do to shave his head, he would just put Nair all over his head and go bald.
I hate that I know what Nair is because of that one YouTuber who smeared it on his ass and then wiped his ass and then just showed you the ass wipe, and it was just all hair.
Yeah, that's probably where my dad got the idea of this horse head.
I know you asshole.
Time out. Robbie Buttafuoco over there. Listen to me when I tell you this shit.
What?
Like 92, 93.
Okay.
One of my good buddies who is Italian used to say, I near my ass all the time.
I'll be up front. This is not the first time I heard of an Italian naring his asshole either.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is wrong with Italians?
I don't know, bro. They want their back door nice and clear of the bushes, I guess.
Shout out to Trophy. I love you, my brother. Oh my God. All right.
That's fucking funny.
Fuck this video game bullshit. You know what Sony needed to do a long time ago? Get this man on. What if, ladies and gentlemen, we bring this to the final topic of today? What if? What if the superhero movies that were supposed to happen actually happened? And what are some of our, what are the ones we wanted to see that never happened? So I threw this up here right now. This is the first one because this was the first one I saw back in the day when Wizard put this shit out. Way back when, that James Cameron was going to direct a Spider-Man movie. And I was like, time out. Motherfucking Terminator James Cameron is going to direct a Spider-Man movie? Now, mind you, this was before Sam Raimi. Okay? This was before anything. All I know is James Cameron with Terminator 2, True Lies, I believe it's still out at the before the Spider-Man thing, was going to direct the Spider-Man movie. The Abyss, definitely The Abyss. And I'm over here like, give it to me. And again, this was before Titanic dropped. This was pre-Titanic James Cameron. Are you sitting here telling me that we would have got, and I know some of y'all might not like this part right here, but you telling me we might have gotten an Avatar level Spider-Man fucking franchise from James Cameron? The guy's a visionary. Make no mistake about that.
Factual.
But to put him in this fucking, bubble now where he's got to work within Marvel. This is what you could do with the character. This is what you can't do with the character. I think he would have excelled at it. I honestly do think he would have fucking nailed it. I just threw this picture up there. This isn't the one I want to see. I got that one for a little bit later. But yeah, what if James Cameron made a Spider-Man movie? Gams, I'm going to you first because you are a resident Spider-Man fucking fiend.
The possibility of James Cameron making a Spider-Man movie, like a what if Raimi never did it, that's a good thought experiment. Because like a lot of James Cameron's movies is like fucking pretty epic. But like at the same time, I do have my issues with like some of his more modern stuff, like the Avatar movies. But like early 2000s Cameron was peak Cameron. So I feel like it wouldn't have as many horror elements because he wasn't really a horror director like Sam Raimi was. But overall, I feel like they might have gone with a even more accurate like Green Goblin look. Because like if you look at like the pre-production stuff for like the first Sam Raimi stuff, Goblin looked a lot closer to he did in the comics, right?
Plus,
So you think they'd actually give him like the Santa hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Santa hat and the rubber face and all that.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe in a rubber face making his crazy faces? Please. Please. Yeah, Cameron's Spider-Man movie would have been interesting. And I think
How do you Oh, sorry.
Leo DiCaprio was supposed to be Peter. He was supposed to be Peter Parker at that point in time.
Oh,
Yes, he was.
And that would have been.
And it would have been solidified as Leo being Peter Parker if James Cameron were to have done it.
So was this actually something that was going to happen at one point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
It was a huge thing going on. Huge.
Yeah.
James Cameron doesn't do what James Cameron does.
He was supposed to, his Peter Parker, apparently his Spider-Man was going to be Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I said that already.
Oh man, my bad. Hey, back from a bit. Break the walls down. But no.
I just got like a Titanic flashback of just Peter holding Kate Winslet, and instead of saying Rose, he's saying Mary Jane. You're so stupid, Mary Jane.
Oh my God! On the last segment, who comes?
Spider-Man says boobs.
Boobs.
Eyeballs.
Oh, eyeballs. Not bad.
Eyeballs.
Eye boobs.
Eyeballs that look like boobs.
Eye boobs. Eye boobs.
Eye boobs.
Boobs.
Welcome, Spider-Man. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
But could you imagine, though, seriously, a James Cameron Spider-Man trilogy?
Yes, I can.
Fuck. He didn't get his Terminator trilogy, right? Abyss was one and done. Great movie.
Great movie.
True Lies. Fucking great movie, right? Oh, my God. Are you telling me that James Cameron would have had Arnold Schwarzenegger play the Rhino? Oh, my God.
Oh,
And
that
his,
would be
his Venom would look like a xenomorph.
I kind of would have been mad about that.
I wouldn't be mad at that. That'd be closer to like fucking Todd McFarlane's original vision for Venom.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're telling me that James Cameron would have looked Ridley Scott dead in the eyes and said, "Watch this, bitch," and did the black goo for Venom before Ridley Scott got to destroy the universe. Oh my God.
He absolutely would have, because that's such a James Cameron thing to do. He would be like, "Hey, Ridley, you know that script that you did with Alien and Black Goo? Beat you to it, kicks him in the nuts, and then runs away. I made Titanic, bitch!"
Oh, fuck.
I go to the bottom of the Marianas Trench regularly
to raise the bar because he's James Cameron,
The greatest pioneer.
That's so awesome. All right,
it's hilarious, but it's true.
What do you think? Like, what do you think this movie would have been? Honestly, like, would it have been anything like the Raimi movies? Would it have been more Terminator-esque? Would it have been more True Lies-esque? There was a lot of things he had built in his career that he could totally work into a Spider-Man. Like the end of True Lies, for instance.
I
right?
feel like it'd be a mishmash, but it'd still feel like Spider-Man.
I have a feeling James Cameron's Spider-Man, in a way, would have felt a little bit more of, I respect Spider-Man, but I'm doing Spider-Man my own way. And it would have been such a critical fucking success that Spider-Man in and of itself would have changed along with the success of the movie. Because it's James Cameron. Like, if James Cameron let's say James Cameron is the one who came up with the organic web shooters over Sam Raimi, I feel like that would have been a more heavily adopted thing.
Oh, it was. Like when Sam Raimi adopted the organic webbing, the comics switched to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to compare it to.
Ultimately.
Like, just on a bigger fucking scale, because James Cameron.
And it's true. And, Sam Raimi's, look, it's our guy because we're geeks, right? We love Sam Raimi.
Yes.
But if you're a executive and it's James Cameron and Sam Raimi, I mean, who you want to go with?
It's James Cameron.
Yeah.
Bigger box office pull, had two of the biggest movies of all time in his entire career, one of which was the biggest fucking performing movie of all time for a while.
Doesn't make sense. He had two of the biggest performing movies of all time.
Technically 3.
What's the other one?
Yeah.
Avatar 2 got pretty up there.
No, I'm talking at the time.
Oh, at the time. At the time, there was only one, which was Titanic.
Oh.
And that was after this. That was after this idea of James Cameron directing Spider-Man. So it was he had Terminator, he had Aliens, he had Terminator 2, he had The Abyss. Actually, before Terminator 2, then he had Terminator 2, then True Lies, and then it would have been Spider-Man.
Oh, well then I digress.
Oh, fucking streak!
Yeah, I feel like if James Cameron did a Spider-Man movie, it would be kind of like dark and gritty. And like the part when Peter Parker gets bitten by the spider, it wouldn't be one spider, it would be multiple. It'd be like an invasion of spiders.
No, that sounds more like Sam Raimi.
No. I feel like the reason why is because James Cameron would want to put aliens in there somewhere, and he would consider all the spiders like the xenomorphs. And then they're going to go after the people in the facility, and that's how Peter gets bit. And people die, but Peter survives. And then, yeah, I feel like that's where it goes. Because I feel like with like meshing together Cameron's work, Terminator and Avatar, you would have to mesh those into its own thing. And I just feel like in a way also James Cameron's just like a granddaddy Michael Bay. And so we would just get a movie that would kind of fit with those type of themes. And I just feel like we would just get a dark and gritty Spider-Man movie, which it would just be paying homages to his past work, but changing it to where Peter probably would be very I don't know, Peter would have a very cold, stern personality. We probably would get, a True Lies striptease from Mary Jane at some point too. It would be wild, I think.
I'm going to touch upon that in a second, Brother Chase, because I think you make some good points there. And oh, man, especially the Peter Parker point. But let's get into the comments because the man himself swinging through and saying, da, da, da.
The Maker looks like a xenomorph with the symbiote.
I haven't seen that yet, but I totally fucking see it. Now, the Maker, ladies and gentlemen, is Reed Richards from the Ultimate Universe. When the Ultimate Universe folded, he did not fold within it. Kind of like when Crisis on Infinite Earths happened. Power Girl was supposed to go bye-bye, but she didn't. She fell into the brand new universe. So that's what the Maker was. Comic book lore, hurrah! The Maker with a xenomorph because it is Reed Richards. Holy shit, I could see it. And then da-da-da, ba-da-da.
Who would score Cameron's Spider-Man?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I know who.
I got
Howard Shore.
Nickelback.
Yes, Nickelback.
Nickelback.
Like,
Look
in
at
an
this
ideal-
Spider-Man.
In an ideal world, it'd still be Danny Elfman. But I'm not too sure on that. Like, who was really
James
big?
Newton Howard.
James Newton
Or the guy that scored 98.
David Arnold.
James
Yeah.
Arnold. The two Jameses.
James
Working
Horner.
together.
Ooh, I like James Horner. Spiders, man.
Spiders, man.
Spiders, man. Where's that from? That's Day of the Dead. Not Day of the Dead. Land of the Dead.
Eight-legged freaks.
Great movie.
No, so James Horner. Okay, that's one. Gam said Spider Man.
In an ideal world, it'd still be Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman did a great score on Spider-Man. He really did. But his Batman score is better. I'm just saying, not because I hate Spider-Man, but because it's Batman. Come on. Michael Giacchino, baby.
Yeah?
The guy that did the Jurassic World
Like
movies?
back in the early 2000s, he was only scoring video games. He wasn't in movies yet.
Yeah, I don't even think. Yeah, I was about to say Michael Giacchino was probably like 20.
Mick Gordon.
Now hold on a minute.
Wait
Wait a second.
Mick Gordon could do it because he could do anything. Just look at his Killer Instinct soundtrack. He could do anything.
That's fair. That is fair.
Fuck.
Shit. All right. A James Cameron Spider-Man movie.
You know, I feel like at the time, though, if this came out because Lord of the Rings was hot, it would be Howard Shore.
Lord of the Rings? No. So, no. This was supposed to come out before Lord of the Rings.
Like what time? Like before 2002?
Way before. This was a 90s movie.
Okay, so you probably would be getting something like, probably Danny Elfman because he was hot back then, or you would get the guy who just scored the music for Aliens.
Or ready for this one? Way back when in early to mid 80s, early 80s, I think 83, 84. Flash Gordon came out, was scored by Queen. Now, if Spider-Man was coming out after Terminator 2, Spider-Man would have been scored by Guns N' Roses.
Oh, I was thinking Run DMC.
I was thinking 9 Inch Nails.
I was just about to say 9 Inch Nails. It would definitely be 9 Inch Nails.
Time out. James Cameron, 9 Inch Nails, Spider-Man, that is it.
Yeah,
that is it.
That's your dark and gritty movie.
That is it. Holy shit.
My dick hurt after saying that. Fuck, now I want it to happen. Animated movie.
That is fucking it. Holy shit. That makes so much. You know why? Because Trent, listen, I didn't even realize. I just found out Trent Reznor is 62 years old. God
oh
bless
my
him.
God.
He should not be making the music that he's making at 62.
He's
Okay,
still
not that good.
Hey, Ozzy Osbourne was making his music until the day he left our world.
listen.
I get that, but Ozzy's they all are a quiet taste. I guess I just
Yeah, Ozzy's newer stuff made me throw up. It was gross.
Trent Reznor. I mean, no, because you know what he would have done? He would have done what Danny Elfman did. He would have played off of the themes of the superhero, right? That Batman score is iconic. fucking Trent Reznor would have said, you know what? Every single web on Spider-Man on his costume is a different tone. And he would have made something fucking crazy. And James Gunn would have said, that's why I picked you.
Would this have been before Jurassic Park too?
No.
So that means John Williams could have scored Spider-Man and Superman?
He could have, but I think John Williams was more. What was he doing at that time? Shit.
Jurassic Park.
He did, yeah, it was Jurassic Park. Yeah, he was caught up. Now listen, Williams and Spielberg and Lucas, that is a thing. John Williams was like, I know where the money's at. I'm gonna do this. But James Cameron, John Williams, Spider-Man, that would have been dope too. Actually, that would have been a dope thing. But I really do like that 9 Inch Nails one. Holy shit.
That would have been the most depressing score of all time. And it would have been great.
Dude, that sound that would have came from that movie.
Spider-Man saving MJ and Closer starts playing while he's upside down.
Sweet
He's like,
Jesus.
I want to know what's under the mask.
All right. Look, that was dope. I use this as a reference, right? So I want to know right now. You know what, Rob? I'm gonna start with you. What if? All right, the movie you felt like should have been made that wasn't made superhero wise. What was your movie?
The 2007. Fuck. What was the cunt's name? Fuck this guy, Neil Gaiman. And in 2007, Neil Gaiman and my uncle Guillermo del Toro pitched to Marvel Films to do a Doctor Strange movie in which Gaiman would write and Del Toro would direct and help write.
Oh my God.
That's the fucking movie that I really wanted to see because it was around that time that Del Toro's Pinocchio was first announced and I was getting into everything Del Toro. And yeah, I had to Google who Doctor Strange was in 2007 or whatever because my only comic book knowledge at that point was Spider-Man, Spawn, Batman, and the Max. So I had
Max. Oh, shit.
That's a movie that should get made. Anyway,
animated
100 fucking percent different animation styles.
Yeah,
absolutely. But yeah, the 2007 Doctor Strange with Guillermo at the fucking helm and Gaiman, fuck him, but great writer. That's the movie I really wanted to see. Marvel passed on it, and of course, a decade plus later, they went ahead and did their own thing. Didn't bother contacting either of them, and that's fine.
And then they got Sam Raimi.
Yeah, and then they got Sam Raimi for the sequel. So there is some spiritual succession there, but it's still not my boy Del Toro. And I'm also kind of glad because the last thing I want is my goat, my guy, my uncle to be tied up in the big mouse because I know he could probably give too less of a shit about them these days. But
well, technically his name is tied up in the big mouse because he did Blade 2, and now they own that.
This is true, but he's not working with them in modern day.
Absolutely. I will say this though. That movie that you just said, because I didn't even think about that one. But that movie scored by 9 Inch Nails. Ha!
Oh, dude, don't fucking make my balls swell up with the fucking hype because Del Toro and 9 Inch Nails, dog. Oh, with Doctor Strange?
That's the one. Because look, if you look at you look at Closer, for instance, right? Mm-hmm. That video has so much Neil Gaiman going on in that video. Whether you like the guy or not. But that video is a Neil Gaiman's wet dream.
You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong.
Come on. If there was a Doctor Strange movie that came out that Guillermo was directing, written by Neil Gaiman, then motherfucking Trent Reznor was all over that
why
shit.
Why do I feel like you guys are describing just a very pornographic magic show?
Well, to be fair, at this point in time in 9 Inch Nails' career, they just dropped Year Zero, which was a heavily like political fucking concept album. So I have a feeling it would be a lot less horny and sad and more I'm fucking angry at you and I'm going to kill you.
Wait a minute. Wait.
That could be cool. It's just Neil Gaiman's in trouble for a lot of sexual shit right now. So
Yeah, Neil Gaiman's in trouble, right? But here's the deal: Sandman season 2 just came out on Netflix to rave,
and it was terrible.
I gotta watch it, but you didn't like it, but the fucking reviews are through the roof.
It's so boring, Ray.
I know.
It's so boring. I had to watch it in pieces.
I'm gonna watch it because I did like season 1.
I did too. A lot. And I was so disappointed with season 2 because it was so boring.
So you're saying that your pick would be Trent Reznor's Sandman movie? Oh my God.
Wait, stop. Why does that sound like a good idea too?
I know. I just can't. That was a freestyle. That just popped in there. Fucking Ray stance on the top of the fucking building. Ghost is gonna kill us. All right. No, Rob, that was fucking dope. I can't even lie. That's a good one. That's one I didn't even think of. I'm gonna go down the line. So I'm gonna start with you, JR. Next. What was the superhero movie that you wish would have been made that was announced that never got made?
It's hard to say whether or not it was announced because it was in his movie. I was really excited to see where Snyder's Justice League was going to go with Darkseid. And it still to this day haunts me, especially I just watched Justice League Dark and Dark Apocalypse, and I don't know if I wanted it to go that far. Holy shit. I don't like watching Wonder Woman's arms getting ripped off, but it was something that I think would have been really awesome. The first, like, Darkseid being intimidating would be great, and it's just something that I know now that we're not gonna get with James Gunn, is Darkseid. I'm okay with this. I've accepted this.
You think?
Yeah,
I feel like we would.
No, that's gonna come. That just ain't happening.
It's gotta come, but it would have been really awesome to see. Especially with the lineup, you know, we had the Dark Knight Returns Batman and then a Rebirth Superman after his death with Doomsday. And, you know, Wonder Woman was awesome. Again, rewatched Wonder Woman this past weekend. It was on. Such a good fucking movie. Not 84, the first one. But it's just the way he built up to it and the style and what he was going for was it was like a mix of Injustice and Final Crisis, and I was all about it. And it's kind of unfortunate now because it's like, we're not going to get it. But it was there with the Justice League, the Snyder Cut. It was there. I was feeling it tonally, and I could see what he was doing with Darkseid. He was like, he was going to be a dark Thanos. Like, not that Thanos isn't dark, but like a more like death metal Thanos, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Thanos was going there with a purpose. Darkseid didn't care.
He doesn't give a shit. He's like, humanity is in my way of the anti-life equation. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't know I'll wipe all of you out just to get that because it means your existence means nothing to me. And then, of course, Granny Goodness was in it just for a cameo. It would have been awesome to see Granny Goodness.
She was there.
And Calabac and everybody. But yeah, that's what I wanted. Still kind of do, but it's unfortunate that it didn't come to pass. But then again, James Gunn he did such a good fucking job. So, I mean, there's things you can do. We'll see. But yeah, that was it. What could have been, what would you call that? The Justice League
trilogy.
Movie.
Yeah, the Justice League trilogy. The Zack Snyder's magnum opus for the DCU.
Yeah, and it would have worked. It would have. Not everyone would have liked it, but it's, again, some of the best, for me, comics from the DC are dark and serious and apocalyptic, and I think Zack Snyder was onto that. Not much else, but he was onto that.
Yeah, and again, ladies and gentlemen, this topic came about because of the fact that I watched Zack Snyder's Justice League this weekend, and I was like, "What if?"
Yeah.
So, you know what, brother Cams, I said I was going down the line. I'm going to save you for later because
That'd be fair.
you my comic in chief. So G73, my brother Chase. What would have been your comic book movie that didn't come to fruition that you wish it would have?
The Adam West versus Godzilla movie. The Adam West Batman versus Godzilla movie. Actually, no. It would have been. It's kind of a tough one for me, but I really would have liked to have seen the Sinister Six in the Amazing Spider-Man 3 if that ever got made. I really would have wanted to have seen that come to fruition. Although I am excited for Michael Mondo playing Scorpion in Brand New Day. So I would have liked the Sinister Six.
Okay.
There's so much, right? There's so much. I'll go before I let Yam go. This is the one I wanted to see. And yes, it was a part of the Snyderverse, but this is the one I wanted to see. The Ben Affleck directed Batman movie where he fights Deathstroke. Because
that would have been cool.
Ben Affleck is a really good director. And I think
he
really needed to prove himself because he knew the shit show he was in with BVS when it finally fucking came out, and then the Justice League. He knew. And the only way there was redemption was this movie. And granted, it never happened. We got Robert Pattinson, and you know what? I fucking love that movie. I do love the Batman. I love the Batman. I love the Penguin series. I love that universe. But this movie, Batman versus Deathstroke, directed by Ben Affleck, you're going to see the death of Alfred. There's probably a Robin running around that's going to get his ass whipped. This is going to be the most unhinged Batman movie we have ever seen.
Why did they give Crossbones an orange mask?
You son of a shut up!
I understood that reference.
I felt I felt the anger behind that one.
No, listen, man. Like seriously, as I was watching that fucking Zack Snyder's Justice League cut, and I'm just like, man, what could have been? Because there are things in there that, man, there was good world building. Things could have spread out. It just was. Everything was too dark and heavy. Leave that to the Bat, and then leave that to Ben Affleck.
I honestly feel like we are owed a Ben Affleck's solo Batman movie. I really would have liked to have seen just something with him further than what we got.
Listen, we're never going to get that the way we're never going to get this.
I know.
No!
The true best Superman movie that never got made.
Now I kind of want to see Nicolas Cage as the Crow. Kind of random, but yeah.
Okay, now hold on a minute because...
Wait. Soundtrack by Trent Reznor. Hold! I ain't gonna lie, I want to see that shit too.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
An old version of listen, look. That remake Crow movie that came out last year, it was utter shit, but it wasn't as utter shit as, the Die Hard's. It is not the Crow. If it was called anything else, it's a good movie. But it was the Crow. So that automatically disqualifies it. But if it was called Gollum or Goliath, or whatever the fuck, it's all right.
Live to Die Again.
Yes, some weird ass James Bond movie that never got made. What if? But shit.
It can't rain all the time.
I really want to see Nicolas Cage as an older version of the Crow. Oh God, I digress. But yeah, this movie right here, I bought the documentary what if the death of Superman lives, right? Or whatever happened to the death of Superman lives. That's what it's called. The guy who made it was oh my god, John something. John, he passed away. But oh man, I used to watch him on Collider all the time. I got to meet him. It was great. We talked Swamp Thing. Of all fucking things, we talked Swamp Thing while I bought his fucking movie. It was fucking dope. He's the guy that actually he was a part of Metalocalypse.
Oh,
he was a part of Metalocalypse.
fuck.
God, I wish I would have remembered his name. I'm going to do it right now. But the death of Superman lives. Not for. I was reading about this shit. I thought I kept it up. I didn't. I'm an asshole. But there were like 7 different fucking versions of this movie.
I believe it. With how long it was in development, I fucking believe it.
Yeah, it was crazy. Here we go.
Sounds like the type of project Nicolas Cage would be attached to.
John Schnepp is the director of The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, the documentary detailing what happened to Tim Burton's Superman movie. This is an actual screenshot. This is not photoshopped or none of that. This is an actual fucking screen test of Nicolas Cage as a resurrected Kal-El in the suit.
Yep,
It's
that's
crazy.
as far as they got, and it's upsetting.
And it is. And the Flash, to its credit, gave us this Nicolas Cage in the suit punching out the giant brainiac spider thing that looks like it was from Doom. That was in that was in Kevin Smith's script. These are just, some of the tips of the icebergs, but yeah.
It was being written by Kevin Smith?
Yeah, well, the main one was. There were several versions of this.
Well,
It's going to be terrible.
And it's crazy because Nicolas Cage is a big Superman fan and has one of the original #1 issues of Superman, the one that came out in, what was that, the early 30s?
Early 30s, late 20s.
Yeah,
he named his son Kal-El.
Yeah,
He did.
like, let's just be honest here. Nicolas Cage's Superman would work, and I'm okay with this. Why?
So but
Why?
I am better with Nicolas Cage as an older crow with a Trent Reznor soundtrack.
That too.
Could you imagine Frank Miller directing Nicolas Cage in The Crow?
Oh my God.
You lost me on Frank Miller.
Yeah, not Frank Miller, not Frank.
If
What?
if it was Frank Miller 30 years ago, maybe.
Isn't that the guy that did the fucking Mad Max movies?
No,
No,
George
that's
Miller. Who was? Oh
George
my
Miller.
God! Why didn't I think of that? I should have put that. The George Miller Justice League movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the one I wanted to see too. All right.
he wanted to direct Happy Feet more. It's okay.
This is what we could have gotten, but we didn't get that. Gams,
Yes.
you're my final say in this. What would have been your favorite superhero movie that was supposed to come out that never did?
Batman versus Godzilla.
You doing what the fuck?
Yeah, Toho was in the works very early scripting for Batman versus Godzilla, and I don't think they got the rights to Batman. Or something.
It was supposed to be Adam West Batman.
Yeah, Adam West Batman versus Godzilla.
Yeah, I wasn't bullshitting when I said that earlier.
Yeah.
Listen, all right, hear me out. Seriously, I never knew that was a thing. Okay,
Yeah, it was a thing.
but there was a time in my life where I was like, what if Adam West met Godzilla and the Joker was involved and he found Mechagodzilla and painted a Joker smile on Mechagodzilla? Would that have not been the craziest thing in the world?
That would have been great.
have a purple and green Mecha Godzilla, which we've had before. It'd
Yeah,
be cool.
no, yeah. But I swear on everything, this is something I was in my brain in like the mid '90s. And I was like, that would have been fucking nuts. And then, as the internet age hit, I started seeing pictures of things like that, and I'm like, okay, we get it. We're out there. We feel the same way. I had no idea there would have been, and not for nothing though. Good God Almighty, could you imagine if Godzilla came up and just like bit the Penguin's fucking submarine?
All right.
A la fucking -1 type shit, right? Ah! Okay. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Unforgivable.
Was that Rob?
This is unbelievable.
Yes, it was me.
Say, why is he down the hallway?
And the most unbelievable thing about this is, since we've all got our picks in and we've all done what we needed to do, I think it's time to end this here. We're
all right.
2:30. I think we did. Listen, for 3 weeks now in a row, we're kind of keeping it close to where we're at, and I appreciate that for everybody. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, everybody out there, oh God, I really wish this movie would have been made. I want to thank you all for hanging out with us. But starting from the order I introduced everybody, thank you, Rob, for joining us.
You are so very welcome. It is my pleasure, as always. I look forward to this every single week, especially after Raw. And yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. JR, Mr. Con Man himself, thank you for joining us.
Triple H, the offer still stands. Fuck
Are
you.
you fucking asking him to fight?
Oh, dude. I told Triple H to suck my dick.
JR would totally win. I'm sorry.
It's just,
JR doesn't have a heart problem, apparently.
That is
good God. Jeez,
God
I could get him so pissed off he has a heart attack. I could troll him that fucking hard.
You could tell him how terrible his movie he was in, where he protects that one girl going to school in a school bus.
All I have to do is say, Vince McMahon did it better.
Oh, you sick bastard.
Oh,
You can tell him that his part in Blade was
I've been
terrible.
following a wrestling YouTuber that's legit selling merch that says "Bring Back Vince."
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus.
my sixth
Yeah, dude.
Gam Z1, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, as always. I'm thinking about doing actually like YouTube content on my own channel here soon, especially considering the mic quality that my tablet has. So look forward to that, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. There you go.
Fucking time, you asshole.
Speaking of mic quality while he's off in the distance, and last but not least, John Hammond's Pyramid Scheme, a.k.a. Jason, a.k.a. Bex, a.k.a. my brother Chase. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. It's always a blast hanging with you guys, having a fun time.
All right. Last week we ended on Gundam style. All right. I want to end on something fun too today. All right. Unlimited power on 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Gam, count us down.
3, 2, 1, and.
Power!